The Texas Department of Public Safety busted a human smuggler carrying 10 illegal migrants in Webb County this past week, ending in a high-speed car crash. The video shows the smuggler being arrested with migrants pouring out of the trunk, including one child. Charges against the driver include smuggling and evading arrest. I want to bring in Texas Department of Public Safety Lieutenant Christopher Olivares. And Lieutenant, you say that DPS is making between 80 and 100 criminal arrests each week. So these are obviously illegals that are already in the nation, correct?
Correct, Cheryl. Good morning. Great to be with you. I hope you had a great Christmas. These type of cases that we're dealing with when we talk about human smuggling, we do still have people crossing the border, believe it or not, between ports of entry, but the numbers are not like what they used to be the past 4 or 5 years. And I got the numbers yesterday morning, or actually today, I'm sorry. The numbers for yesterday, illegal border crossings were at 130 across the entire southwest border. I mean, who would have ever thought today that we would have people crossing the border where we had historic lows compared to the past 4 or 5 years where we're dealing with 10, 15,000 a day, but 100.
Do you think he has a problem arresting illegal immigrants coming over the Mexican border, seeing that he is of probably Spanish or Mexican descent, Christopher Olivares? It just popped in my head.
130 a day across the entire southwest border really shows that with the administration now in place and the consequences that are being applied and the critical work that we are doing in Texas is really driving that number down to historic lows. But also at the same time, we're also combating human smuggling. That's a perfect example in that video that our troopers are out there every single day doing this critical work as part of Operation Lone Star. Our mission has not stopped. Some people may not be aware of that, but believe it or not, we are still out there every single day working tirelessly to combat human smuggling and hold these human smugglers accountable.
Well, you mentioned, the change that we've seen at the southern border. I mean, at this point, this is CBP. Apprehensions are 95% lower than the daily average under Joe Biden. I mean, 245 apprehensions per day on the entire border. That's pretty incredible from CBP. So I would think that you would have a border now that's basically as shut as it can ever be.
And it is. But believe it or not, the cartels will adapt and money like they used to when they had the high volume of people crossing the border. So they are going to try to smuggle more people across the border, but very discreetly. That's why we're seeing low numbers as far as, maybe 5 or 10 that are being smuggled at any given time. But nonetheless, that's why the work that we're doing right now in Texas is so critical. It's even more important now than it's ever been, because now we can actually focus, have more manpower dedicated to these corridors that are used for human smuggling as well as drug smuggling. That's why we're able to make that arrest on that particular human smuggler. Also working with our federal partners to locate criminal illegal immigrants that are in here right now. That is the work right now that is probably more important, is locating all those that were released to the country, those that have violent criminal backgrounds, locating those criminal illegal immigrants, identifying them, and having them removed from the country.
Yeah. Well, and the Texas Department of Public Safety has expanded drone use under Governor Greg Abbott and, Operation Lone Star. And the drone inventory, you now have one of the largest in the country, 450 drones. That's $3.7 million. I mean, it's interesting because since this operation has began back in 2022, you've apprehended more than 536,000 illegal immigrants, 60,000 criminal arrests. I mean, these are incredible numbers, and you've also seized 841 million lethal doses of fentanyl. So, this, Lieutenant, really this is under the leadership of Governor Greg Abbott. But talk about, in particular, the drone use. Has that been, do you think, a more effective tool? Because what we want for the southern border is not just current enforcement, but long-term enforcement.
Exactly, and I think that's a great point that you bring up. It's not just what we're doing right now or what we've done the past 4 years. It's what can we do now to contain and have a more secure border, 20, 40 years from now. And that's what we're looking at with technology. And I'm glad that you brought up drones. We have one of the largest law enforcement drone fleets in the country with over 400 drones and over 400 remote pilots. These are pilots that are certified that can operate these drones. And not only that, Cheryl, but we have counter drone technology that is in our helicopters that can be deployed. And what that does is identifies any type of drones that are being used nefariously. We know the cartels have been using drones for years, and that's one of the ways that they're able to detect and identify law enforcement when they try to bring people across the border illegally or drugs. And of course, they don't abide by any federal regulations. They fly at high altitudes. That does pose a threat to commercial aircraft as well as law enforcement aircraft. And what we do that we have with all this technology that has been dedicated not only by the support from Governor Abbott, but also our legislature, having the funds dedicated to be able to buy this type of equipment really is beneficial, is critical to the state of Texas, is critical to national security, but also most importantly, we can also help secure national airspace.
Yeah.
National airspace, we know, is federal airspace. We don't have any type of regulations as far as state law, so we have to abide by federal regulations.
Right.
But now, all these capabilities with drones and counter-drone technology really shows that Texas, we are leading the way. We are one step ahead of these cartels and trying to adapt and combat them.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I mean, when it comes to, our country's safety and, the idea of, illegal migrants coming over to the country, I personally don't have a problem with migrants coming over as long as once they are here that they go through the proper process to be, legitimate citizens. If they can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. When it comes to like the cartel and the coyotes and all those people, the problem I have with that situation is that they're gouging these people to bring them over to the country, and then after they're over in the country, they still owe the cartel a certain amount of money because they brought them over. So that in itself, I don't like. When it comes to that type of thing, I think that it's more important for people who are trying to get in the country to just, if you're going to have to go through this horrible process where you're going to have to pay the cartels tens of thousands of dollars, and then if you don't have it, you're going to just have to pay them, once you come over to America, and if you get sent back because of the, the new rules, then you owe that cartel money, so they could, kill you or, do all kinds of stuff to you because they brought you to America. And that was always my biggest problem with, coyotes and, people bringing lots of illegal migrants over the border into the country. Now, I did want to speak on the whole idea of, technology is just taking over, guys, with the drones and cameras and security cameras and everything like that. It's just, we live in a world where it's almost impossible to get away with crimes nowadays. You may get away with it for a hot second, but, with everything that we have available to us, most people get caught. That's why a lot of people, me included, decided that, crime is not the way to go anymore. Because it's just a, you have to go about living your life the correct way. It is, inevitably, eventually, you have to go about living your life the correct way. If you do not, then you're going to end up in jail, prison, in trouble in one way, shape, or another. We have to look at it like the P. Diddy situation. We have to look at it that, he is going to get into, his whole problem started when they were allowed to view and see this video of him beating Cashapp in that hotel. And once that came about, all his issues, every problem that he had just came cavalcading down on him to the point where he is now the subject of a documentary that is telling the world how horrible person he is. And that's what I'm saying. Even with me, I mean, I tried to state that, I've committed crimes in my older days, and I've been to jail and prison, all these other things. And, you just have to put it out there, because if you do not, then, once you start to do things, start to move correctly, then, you still have this past that you have to own up to. And the fact that there's all these cameras and videos and everything else that are out in the world, there's probably some evidence of something that you did, and you just gotta move correctly and avoid this type of thing so you don't find yourself in the claws of the police department or any kind of situation that would cause you harm in your future. So, that being said, when it comes to the borders, I really appreciate that they're being more secure, but I really appreciate that they're also doing many things to make sure that people who are crossing can get legitimized and become, citizens of the United States. And that's what's more important. You know, getting rid of the illegal migrants that are committing horrible crimes, that's top of the list. But when it comes to the bottom line, you want people to come over if they have good intentions and they do it the correct way. And that we can live with. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. I am Chris Surratt. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Car Concierge Show. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Hit me in the DMs if you have any questions, and I'm out. Peace.